I think. Ooh, I think we're live. Okay. Gotta get the chat up as always, but this is camera. Right, looks good. The final episode of the here we'll grab that. The final episode of the Play Every Pokemon Game series. Well, every main Pokemon game. And as you know, the most recent one to come out, pretty sure came out. Well, I technically Violet, but Scarlet and Violet, but I've already played those on stream, so I won't be playing those again. So that means this is the most recent one with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. This is Brilliant Diamond. Yes, English. So that screen has been... Alright. This is a traditional opening, which is interesting. And we even get the... Yes, Professor Rowan, which is what he was before. Looking pretty good in 3D. He is really, like, he does really look like Professor Oak. But we get a sort of okay, what's this last guy's name? Clark. I think that's what we're gonna call him. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, and then I mean his name is Barry Tyson. Ooh, he does look like a Tyson. I always think of his name as Ralph. I think he looks like a Ralph. But his name is technically Barry. He doesn't look like a Barry. I don't think he's... I don't see it. I don't think he's really a Barry. So this is the same as the original openings. Platinum has a different opening. Ooh. They also do the weird thing where they're... Right? The original games had the whole chibi style of, you know, they're all pixelated and small. And they decided to keep that. It's certainly a choice. But for everything else, you know, this is all 3D. So that's cool. It's just weird that it's 3D, but yet they're purposely trying to emulate the old... I mean, like, this is really kind of... Oh, the camera angle shift is cool. And you get more detail, but the perspective seems weird. It's weird. I mean, if anything, this is just showing you that the perspective in Pokemon games was always weird. It was just... Yeah, okay. It was just, like, well done enough that, you know, we were okay with it. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. And look, it's the technology is amazing guy. Alright, let's explore the little town we start in, as always. I do like that you can kind of see the TVs now. That's pretty cool. Oh, I could have talked to that little girl. Nah, whatever. Oh, whoops. Wow, that's a... Yes, it's Twin Leaf Town. This is very much exactly the same as the old ones. I mean, this is pretty much like... yeah, exactly the same. They just redid all the graphics. I do like the new camera angles. It would be cooler if they were like normal people looking instead of looking like this. I mean, even in the other 3D environments, the Pokemon characters never looked like realistic. They always looked a little sort of animated. But this is kind of like Mario-fying them, where each character is 2 blocks tall, right? It's very weird. Also, this is kind of the same opening as the... he also has the Switch. Because everyone has the Switch. Because everyone loves the Switch. Oh, we should check the UI. Okay, so we have a goal, which is cool, because not all the games give you goals. We have a save button, of course, and we have the options menu. This options menu is pretty much the same, although we can now mess with the window type again, because they brought the window type back. That's cool. Sure. I can appreciate that. Oh, battle effects. Ooh, this is a good window. There's some good window types in here. Manual nicknames. Oh, we'll just hit the dump. Gyroscope. Oh, You can change the music. Okay. That's pretty standard. Let's look at the bag. Okay, so this is a redo of the old Gen 4 bag system, complete with the bag pocket stuff. Now, they have kind of moved it around. I think there were more pockets in Gen 4, because I think the other items pocket and the treasures pocket had some... They had a medicine... I don't know, I'd have to double check to see if it's exactly the same. Oh, whoops. It's hard to specifically go the way you want to. Can you run around yet? I can't run around yet. Alright, well, let's follow... He's Ralph, but yeah, he kind of looks like a Tyson. It's not a bad name for him. Yeah, so this plot is the same opening as the original plot, instead of... Oh boy. Oh boy, that's something. That's... I don't know about that one. That's a choice. That's a choice. Because Pokemon Platinum has a different plot to the opening. It's the same stuff that happens, basically, like, in terms of the game. But this is the original. Yep, and you get... Yep. I think the hats do look better. The hats and the hair do look better than the original. That's one of the sort of... It's kind of like the original outfits. Not the original designs for the outfits, but the original how they looked in the original game. And then they were like, okay, we want them to look cooler. But we also don't want to use the original design. We want to use how it looked, actually. And they do this, and we go with Chimchar every time, because Chimchar is the best. I will suffer no argument on this. Ooh, we get the battle animation, which seems pretty much the same as it's been. It's an improvement over the original Gen 4 stuff, I will not lie. And it looks pretty much, but it's pretty much the same as the Gen... What is it, 7? No. Gen 8 stuff. We can get a move info, and of course, I think it'll tell us if they're super effective moves or not. But for now, just play the game. We also don't have access to any other buttons, which is kind of interesting, because they usually like give you access to the buttons, but then they don't do anything because you're stuck in this battle. that is interesting. Don't know how long I'll play this one for. There's definitely choices made here in terms of the remake that don't really feel like great choices. Yeah, he's pretty antagonistic to you. He's actually, I mean, every game has antagonists. I think Gen 4 is maybe one of the last ones where it's a friend, but it's still like your friend is antagonistic to you, right? Like Gen 5 and Gen 6 have a lot of friend characters. Gen 7 has this sort of same deal, a handful of friend characters. Gen 8 has the whole different rivals kind of thing. Yeah, the fact that that happens is a choice that they made. Especially at the beginning of the game. Like, the original game doesn't do that. Why would... Oh, we have to talk to them. Yep. I'm leaving. This is, yeah, like Gen 4 is probably one of the last ones where, like, you start off with a friend who is actually pretty, like, mean to you. I mean, he's, you know, Barry isn't as, like, actively mean to you as, like, Blue is, but, or Gary, or whatever, the rival from Gen 1. But he's still kind of mean to you. And after this, pretty much all your friend rivals who you start off the game with are pretty nice to you. They're, at least as far as I can tell. Oh, you just tilt the left stick firmly? You don't have to hold B anymore? Oh, and you can run indoors. How incredible. Okay, we can now see Pokemon. And we get this pretty... yeah, pretty traditional looking, hasn't changed in a while, looks pretty similar to the latest versions of the Pokemon UI. Although it is pretty different from the original UI, which was a lot more, like, what's the word? The UI now is pretty smooth, like, polished. The old DS UIs, at least for Gen 4, kind of feel a little bit more papery, like more on paper. But we can now go in the tall grass, which we will go in, and we can talk to people. It is weird that so the game map still has the little squares everywhere. But you don't move on them. They just kind of exist for purposes of characters, for, like, NPCs stand in certain spots. And, you know, tall grass and stuff is around. But, oh, there's a person over there. Okay, we get our first encounter. A Bidoof. I like Bidoof. I like most of the opening Pokemon in Gen 4. I think Starly's pretty cool, and Bidoof is pretty good, so I am generally a fan of Gen 4, even though I never actually finished that original game. Oh, and now we have access to all the other things, of course. Battle Pokemon Bag Run. But there's no reason to do anything but scratch. Because that is the way we're going to win. So this is the most recent remake. Yeah. And right, so the remakes had kind of been in an interesting spot with the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because they weren't really sure what they were going to do, right? The Gen 3 remakes came out on the 3DS before Sun and Moon. Oh, yep. You know, so it was assumed that they would eventually make Gen 4 remakes, but wasn't sure when, especially after they did the remake of Yellow and remake of Yellow. No nickname. Which was pretty good. I remember, like, I played the beginning of that, and you know. What if you say no? I've never found out. He probably just gives it to you anyway. Or he asks you again. He's like... Like, some of the character designs look... Like, these guys kind of look like placed well, kind of, right? Like, they look placed in the world, and they don't look out of place. In contrast, a lot of the player designs and Dawn's design kind of look out of place. They kind of look janky. I think it's like... They had this cool design where they were gonna go, okay, we're gonna make it so that a bunch of we're gonna redo the old style, but we're gonna upgrade it so it's gonna look better and it's gonna look cooler. And for a lot of the NPCs, they were just able to go, okay, you know, this is what they looked like originally, but we don't really need to worry about that. We can just make a new design and give it to it. But for the you know, the actual player characters and, you know, characters that were actually designed. I mean, Professor Rowan looks pretty decent, but for a lot of these sort of like originally designed characters that have a design that is not limited to the game environment, the original game environment, it doesn't look as good. Ah, yes. Route 219. I like Route 219. In any case, let's go back up here. And we can go... And we can see that we have the traditional layout for the Pokemon Center and Pokemon. Or at least, traditional look of them. And the pretty traditional layout with the upper and lower areas, the little thing in the middle, this and the map in the corner, like this guy kind of looks a little weird. But here we get the map, which is pretty detailed. I kind of like how this looks. It's very, you know, this is the whole visual design of this game is very like My Sims, which I don't hate, but it is a little weird. Oh, you can look for trees, berries. Interesting. Current location. But you can see details on a lot of this stuff, but not super specific. It's just kind of general. No, coordinate. I like it. This is a good interpretation, I think. Of like it is missing a lot of the detail stuff though. Oh, maybe we'll get that later. Okay, that's pretty good. Like some of the designs with the small designs, some of the art, like the art design, is good, and some of it doesn't work that well. Also, I don't have my hat, which is weird. Is that something you get later? You don't get it later in the actual game, and Dawn has her hat right at the beginning. Okay. Let's buy some Pokeballs. 5 of them. I think we'll get some of our own, but it doesn't hurt to have 5 of them, and we'll buy 5 potions too. We have 7,000. That's fine. We're not really gonna play this out. So. We have an antidote, and we'll get, I don't know, a paralyze heal. Ooh, let's see if we've access to more. Oh, we now have the Pokédex. Oh, we gotta go talk to our mom again, I guess. So this is, yeah, pretty much a combination of how it looks originally and how it looks now. The designs of the Pokédex kind of have converged because they're not adding any new information or anything to it, so it doesn't... Oh, and we have the... It's not the same as dragging the little thing down in the bottom of the DS, but it is cool that they still kept this. Oh, and we have a cave or outdoor and a list. We can go. Let's go to Bidoof Habitat. So yes, we can see that it's here in grass. Oh, and we switch to cave, and it's over there and over there. And this is nighttime. Oh, it's all the same. There's no specific. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Oh, wait. We can see... Oh! It'll tell you... Oh, that's the evaluation for the whole Pokédex. I was like, what's that for? Let's go up to Chimchar. Height check. Oh, we have this thing, of course. And we can move this around. Okay. That's not really that important. We also have the height check and the weight check, which is, of course, similar to the original game. But now we have to run back and tell our mom that we're cool. Bump, and they have the old ledges, which are cool. Everyone loves the ledges. They help you play the game in the early game. Bump. The changing camera angle is interesting. I think it's good. I think that's a good addition. But it does feel like a lot of the stuff in this game is just kind of phoned in. But you can't really get mad at, like, the original game was great, so phoning it in and just remaking it is not, like, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. So guidebook. This was a thing in Gen 4 that they kind of got rid of. It's a map. It's the town map. It's the parcel, but when we give it to him, it's the town map. Ooh. Let's look at the bag, though. The antidote, paralyze heal, Pokeball, the parcel. Okay, let's check the guidebook. It tells you, oh, this is the help book. So they got rid of the diary, I think, is what they got rid of. And they didn't bring that back. I mean, unless they brought it back in some... Is it my hat? It's the hat. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's funny. That's a good bit. I don't like the hat. I actually think it's one of the worst hats I don't like the hat, but it is kind of iconic. It's just I just don't like it. I feel like it's kind of a stupid looking hat. I would never wear this hat in real life. It doesn't cover your ears. It kind of just sits on top of your head. I don't like this style of hat. It's not for me. In any case, okay, Dawn's gonna teach us how to catch Pokemon. And she moves on the grid. Like, the NPCs all move on the grid, but your character doesn't. It's very weird. And here we get the updated version of Dawn's model. Like, the actual 3D model. That makes sense. And like that one looks fine. It looks good. But the, you know, the little squished alternate version of it that's in the actual sort of game looks silly. I mean, in some ways, this is just showing something that was always true, right? That the designs for characters in Pokemon and what they actually look like in the game were always sort of had a big gap between them, right? Like the gym leader designs and stuff like that don't look anything like they do for Gen 1 or 2 or whatever, right? Like how they actually look in the game is completely different. For better or for worse. I mean, it's always been sort of like a sure, whatever, it's not a big deal. Oh. Okay, so you still run into other people. This works exactly the same. Okay, and this full 3D model. Okay, you know, we like to see it. We like to see it ever since the cardboard cutout fiasco. We prefer when they... And we get an effective there. That's pretty good. And the animations are pretty good. It says level 5, level 5. This quick attack. Ooh. A critical. It's not good. He's gonna waste time doing something. Oh no! Wow. That was harder than I expected. Maybe... Okay. Okay, so you don't like black or white out this time. You just... You go all the way back home? Oh, it's because I didn't heal up at the Pokemon Center. And he's giving us hints. Cool, yes. Oh, she knocks you on the head and forces you to rest. Right, I remember that. Not just... Okay. Maybe we'll run into more, like, Pokemon, and then that'll give us... It's just so quick to go through them. Because you can take a straight path, because you're not limited by the grid anymore, it's a lot easier to... Okay, there we go. Go. That Bidoof's a little shiny. Like, not a shiny Pokemon. I mean that it looks glossy. The model looks glossy. That's weird. Alright, we're gonna catch this Bidoof. We're gonna put it in our party, and it's gonna help us win. Even though it's only level 3, and that kinda sucks. Okay, I used the Pokeball. Hit the X button. Very cool new feature, not new really to this game at all. It's been a feature for a little bit, but definitely good. Okay, we still get XP for catching things, which is good. That's good. And Chimchar learned Ember, which means that we're going to win. Oh, it's got nerves of steel. Nothing can perturb it. This is a good entry. Let's run back, actually. We're only a little bit in, and we can run back to the thing. It's one of those things where it's like, if they did every game like this, it wouldn't be worth $60 per game. But it would probably be worth like $20 to $30, even $40 probably. And they would still sell them. They would sell. And for good reason. The original games are good. And there's nothing about this that takes away from the originals. It's literally just like, there's also nothing here that really adds anything, as far as I can tell. Other than like, oh, it looks better now. Everything's a 3D model. But like, that's a given. You're porting it to the Switch. If it doesn't look better, and if you're not using 3D models, why are you porting it? Just leave it. Oh boy. Oh, he's using Growl over and over again, so my moves are less effective. When do I... Well, we can port it again. If I get a crit, though, we're kind of in trouble. We used Growl again. Wow. Can we check the status of things? We can't, actually. Well... We can't check status anymore. That is an interesting thing to get rid of. But I guess it wasn't in originally, so whatever. Now we also have Kricketot. Kricketot is a good Pokemon. And it splits all of the XP evenly, which is cool. We like that. Yep, it sounds like a xylophone. We like Kricketot. Kricketot is cool. But since that was the first patch of grass, might as well just head back. Yeah. Like, I'd play a remake of like Gen 2 and Gen 3 like this. I think even a remake of Gen 3 like this would be maybe a little bit better than the other remake. Ooh, Shinx. They're really throwing us all of the good, all of the starters here. Let's use Scratch. Okay, that's pretty good. You know, when I played this when I was younger, I was always like, oh, well, I need to get Shinx so that I have something to get rid of water type Pokemon. Because of course I'm playing Chimchar, and Chimchar is fire type, so that means the water type, yeah, will beat it. So I need an electric type to get rid of the water type. You know, my genius knew bounds, obviously. An essential part of playing every Pokemon game. Yay, level 7. Yeah, this is pretty much the same sort of screen as Sword and Shield. Well, we keep hitting guys in that first patch, so there's no real reason to mess around and keep going, right? We might as well go back and heal our guy. I guess that's what's supposed to happen. Like, you're supposed to run into a handful of guys in at the first patch of grass, and then you can fight the guy who's up there, instead of him just beating you because of a crit. Alright, so second patch of grass. So, oh, we're just gonna beat this guy. We'll just Ember him. Ember, super effective. And it tells us that, which is cool. And, oh, it's not dead. No. Scratch. I'd have been mad if it didn't kill it all the way. I've been peeved. Alright, everyone gets a little bit of XP, which is good, we love that. And then we fight this kid again. This time, my guy is level 7. And I have more than one Pokemon. He has Starly. Ember is effective. Quick attack, yeah. Alright, should be good in a couple of turns. Okay. Hit him with the scratch. Okay, he didn't use a potion or anything. That would be insane if the first guy you fight had a potion. But weirder things have happened, I'll say that. Level up. I hope the music's not too loud. Let's turn this down there. That's probably... My audio levels might be... It's always hard to tell because, like, the audio levels kind of sit at an ambient, noise level, right, for the noise of the room. And then whenever I talk, it, like, is peaking a little bit, but it's hard to tell what's the peak from my talking and what's just sort of, random. What's the stable level? Alright. Trainer, yep. We have to fight this girl, too. You have to fight a lot of people at the beginning of this game. It's not a very, like, forgiving one. Oh, she also gets a 3D model. Everyone gets a 3D model. Yippee. Like, couldn't they have just used these models in the main map? I don't know why you couldn't. I guess you have to give them more animation? Like, you have to give them walking animation and stuff? I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't really get why you do the, like, tiny, cutesy style for the overworld. Seems kind of random. Whatever. We'll run it back. We're over leveling our starter in this hour-long run anyway. So. As always. Ouch. Bump. Alright. Level 6. I really like when, my other guys also get XP. Even though they don't play. Because that means they can, eventually get good. They don't have to be good right away. A bit of... Level 3. I think I'll be okay. Nice. And with the scratch, we're at 10 health. That's probably fine. We're about to get to Veilstone anyway. Veilstone? Jubilife. Veilstone's like the second one. Or technically like third or fourth. Like, in the original game, you couldn't take the diagonal route. You had to do the down and over, right? You have to fight this guy. This is really the kind of Route 1 experience. The other Route 1 doesn't... Well, it's about the same. It's pretty traditional. I talked about most of that in the other... The original Gen 4 episode of this series, which was a while ago now. that would have been like episode 5, and we're on episode like 13. 13? Yeah. But yes, this is the end of this series. I think I'm going to probably end up going back for a little while because my music bracket is going away. I'll go back to doing game brackets on or game polls on the main sort of thing. Okay. Cool. Good luck with that. Yeah, this is Jubilife. Like, they have animations on their faces and stuff. You could have designed them, like, I feel like... It feels like they were... Oh, we get a little animation for the... Oh, wait. It's just a... We can just see. We don't actually get an overview. We can just... Is it telling us where the... Is it like showing us where the Pokemon Center is? Is that what it's doing? The original game had like a tiny little map that would not show, like when you read the sign, it would kind of pop up under in the sign text, and it would be a kind of like vague sketch of the town with the Pokemon Center and Pokemon highlighted, along with usually also highlighted like the gym and some of the other stuff. That kind of style stuck around. Ooh, these people are trading. They do that. Yep. All right, the trainer school. I can go over there if I want. This is a trainer school, right? Yeah. I want to get. Yeah. See, like. That was just a generic NPC, and now they have a little bit more character. These people you can fight. You'll get XP that way if you want it, but more importantly, we've got to give this to Ralph. I always think of him as a Ralph. Yep, and you get a town map. And we got to go to Orberg, which in the original game is pretty annoying to do. It's the first gym. You have to, oh, this guy gives you the watch in the original one, but we don't have a second screen. Okay, I'm interested to see what they do with this one. Because we don't have a second screen. In the original game, it's a DS, so these clowns are really obvious. Yes. So the Pokewatch goes on your second screen. The lower one, the one that you can touch, the touchpad. But this one, we don't have the second screen. Yes. This is number 3. So I'm interested to see. We now have a trainer card and a map. Okay, this is that's what the map. That's what it looks like from the other one. Oh, but we do have like the badge case, which is of course very classic. Badge case, U badges, and we get the sort of. I mean, that's how they look. And the other one, they didn't change that, and the town map. Okay, so now we get some more information on each of this stuff, which is from the original game because they had a kind of thing going on. But it will tell us, like, Eterna Forest with the little thing, and then this is Mount Cornan, and then the lakefronts, and all that stuff. All that good stuff. Alright, time to find the last... Is this the... Oh, this is Pokewatch. Yes. Those questions might have changed. They might have changed the questions. I'm not really... Like, it doesn't really matter. The questions were generic. The answers were generic. they expected you to get them right. Okay. Okay, so it's a press the R button thing. Okay, and it pulls it up in the corner. And you can click on it the way it's exactly the same. Okay, this is exactly the same. Except for now it's not on. Now it's up in the corner. That's kind of annoying. Why would you use that? I feel like you would just put it away and never look at it again. That's kind of the problem with the PokéWatch, actually. It isn't until later in the game that you get like some of the apps become relevant. I mean, the step counter is always mildly helpful, but for the most part, you're not going to actually use the PokéWatch that much at all. It's just kind of a little extra thing that's kind of cool. So when it's on the second screen, it's kind of like, it's free. We got this extra screen. We can put all this random stuff on it. Some of it may be helpful, and people will like it because it's part of the game. But if you just make it an extra thing you have to open and put on your screen, it becomes this like, why would I use that? Why do I need a clock up in the corner of my screen telling me what time it is? I know what time it is. I have a watch, like I have my own watch actually. Like, why do I need to count my steps up in the corner? I can just leave it on in the background and then maybe, like, I don't know. Maybe some of the other apps might be more useful, but I don't really see it. Piplup, switch. Does Shinx? I think Shinx has electric shock, so we will play Shinx. Piplup. Oh, Piplup's level 9. That's pretty tough. Use pound. Ouch. Thundershock. Get it. Yeah. That's pretty good. And it's paralyzed. Nice. Nice. I think we're going to sweep this one. I think this is a sweep. It'll take another turn, but I think it's a sweep. This could be a bit tight. You're going to lose. Yep. And we get some XP for Shinx. Shinx goes up level. And everyone's at a relatively high level. Like Shinx and Kricketot are like level 8, even though Chimchar is level 9, even though I've only really been playing with Chimchar. Like, they've really outdone themselves by giving XP to other Pokemon. Good luck with that, buddy. Ah, yes, and here we have the classic run into that girl right away, and then you have to fight her. We can't really do a ton of stuff. I mean, we can keep going. We have to fight this kid, but we have to go through a cave, which is interesting. I'd like to see what the caves are like. He's got Kricketot. Sounds good. Oh, I've got Taunt now. Taunt is... It's probably useful and competitive in some sense. But for me, what this playthrough, not helpful. Yep. Alright, I think we'll go through and we'll try to beat the Oreburgh gym. The Orenburg gym is interesting because the only one who's not super effective against it... Ooh, he got me. The only starter that's not super effective against it is Chimchar. But once you get Monferno and the fighting type, you become super effective against it because it's a rock type gym. So all of the starters are kind of super effective against it. Kind of. We also have Matchup. Low kick. That was a low blow. Alright, level 10. When does Chimchar level up? Not until... I don't think it's until, like, the teens. So I don't think we're gonna get it there for this one, but... Now we have to go through the Route 103, the cave. Okay, what's the cave like? Do we have to fight this guy? No. Okay, do technical machines work the way they used to? Or the work they... Oh, okay. Ah, so that's why the PokeWatch is now useful. Because now... Yeah, now you can use the... You don't have HMs anymore. Instead, you get access to all of the hidden moves from your watch. You can go around these people instead of fighting them. And we didn't run into any Pokemon. How curious. Curious. Okay, so this one doesn't... It doesn't tell us where... This is actually completely unhelpful. This is... Why did they do this? They should have, like, zoomed out and shown the whole city. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta grab the guy from the mine, and then you gotta fight him, and then once all that's done, then you can move on. I've still only got 4 Pokemon, which is kind of interesting. I didn't run into any Starlies or anything. Yep, Mount Cornet. Ooh, but we do get this very cool animation of the coal going around. The design of this area was always very cool in the original, and I'm glad that they've kept the aesthetic. I mean, they weren't going to change it, but it was cool before. It's still cool. Free super potion. Now, I will say, though, these vehicles are obviously placed in a level design way, which is kind of lame. But the rest of the area, the background stuff is really cool. And it's even cooler down here. Oh, we can't... Oh, we have to go this way. We have to go around. This is kind of new. They always had stuff down here, but... I think the rates are lower than they were originally. I remember this being a lot... Okay, here, we've run into our first cave Pokemon. Geodude. I like Geodude. This is a cool background. We're gonna see what Ember is gonna do. It's not great. It's an interesting one. Just run it back for a couple of turns. Oh, he's gonna use Defense Curl. I just need to get him low enough to catch him. What do you think? One more? I'll go one more. Yeah, he's gonna use a defense curl again. Yeah, one more. And then we'll throw the Pokeball and get Geodude. I always name my Geodude Jerry. I'm obviously not gonna bother because I'm not nicknaming any of my guys for this run, but you know, his name is still Jerry in my heart. Even though I've not technically given him that nickname. Cool. Yippee. Geodude. Maybe he will help us. Okay. We got a potion. Yeah, I think they lowered the rates. The original game had really high spawn rates in Orbit Mine. Like, you had to fight like 3 or 4 different Geodudes before... He's like, yeah, I know I'm not working. Like, you'd have to fight a bunch of stuff in this one. Like, you'd just grind out the whatever guy was your main sort of... Also, if you talk to all the workers, they would fight you. Yeah, I only fought one guy in that whole one. Yeah, they definitely lowered the spawn rates on that one. It's probably for the best. It was kind of annoying. It was, yeah, it was pretty annoying. But now we have 5 Pokemon. I definitely want to beat the gym for this playthrough. I don't know if I'll play much longer. There's not a lot to say about this one. It's kind of... this game is kind of... nobody is unhappy with it, and yet nobody really truly enjoys this game, I don't think. If you're like, I want to play Gen 4, I guess doing this one... Oh, you can also just avoid the other guys now, which you could kind of always do, but... Alright. No reason to mess around. Oh, wait. Okay, so now we have a goal all the time, and that is one of the things that was a big problem in the original. There was no listed goal through most of the game. At least it wasn't listed anywhere. So there was a point where you had to you have to hit all of the different lakes. And if you like go to them but you don't do the right thing, or you do them in the wrong order, like you can you don't soft lock yourself, but you don't know what to do anymore. And you don't know that you need to go back to certain areas. Alright, we're gonna fight him. He's got 3 Pokemon. He's gonna send out Geodude. We're gonna do Chimchar. Chimchar is not great here. Oof, level 12. Well, no reason to mess around. Let's see how much Ember I can hit him with before he... Oh, crit. Stealth Rock? What is this? Competitive? I should beat him in a couple of turns, as long as he doesn't use a potion. He might have 1 potion to use in this match. Kind of suck, but... I think eventually I'm going to switch to another Pokemon that has a move that can actually do things. Oh, Rollout. Wow. He's got Rollout. That's going to kill my guy, yeah. We have Struggle Bug. I guess we'll run Kricketot and Struggle Bug. Wow, I don't have good moves. Yeah, Pointed Stones. Struggle Bug. Ah, it's super effective. Is rock? I guess rock is super effective against bug. Might need to run this back. I could do Sandstorm. Sandstorm might... No, wait. He has rock types. That's stupid. Sandstorm's not going to do anything. And also, Rollout's going to be good. He's just going to roll out all my guys. Did he have Rollout originally? I don't remember him having Rollout originally. He might have. He might sweep me here. Strong possibility. But that's not really surprising, right? Because his levels are the same as they were in the original. And in the original, you had to fight a bunch of stuff in Orberg Gym. Or in Orberg Mine. So you were a lot higher leveled here than you would have been. And you would have had, like, one of your Pokemon would have been decently effective at killing rock types. Probably whatever rock type you grabbed, like Shinx or not Shinx, Onyx or Geodude. Like they would have gotten some sort of rock or ground type move and then just swept. You also don't give out a lot of money for losing. Like that was nothing. Maybe I'll go back to the Orberg Mine. That could be the move. Let's talk to all the people in the Poke Center though. And let's go upstairs. Oh, we should check the boxes and stuff. Okay. Okay, this is just the rating system, which is goofy because we have access to that in the Pokédex now. Okay. Okay, these boxes look pretty much the same. This is the old wallpapers, though, which I like. These are all the old wallpapers. New and improved, but the old ones, along with some new ones. Let me... Hold on. That one's new. Space. Backyard. Nostalgic. Torchic. Yeah, these ones are new. We've got Trio. Why does it keep going up to River? Pika Pika. Team Galactic Distortion Platinum. Trio Platinum. Contest Platinum. Oh, I wonder if these are some of the ones you could get in Platinum. Probably. Anyway. Most of the actual features are from the latest iterations, but the box styles and the wallpapers are old. It's cool. We love to see it. Let's go upstairs and see what what is it, Union Club or whatever it looks like. Yep, this is what it looks like. It looked like this in Gen 4. It looks like this now. It's all the same. I'm pretty sure you are kind of supposed to, like, run into a roadblock here. I think Orberg Gym is supposed to be relatively difficult, and you're supposed to kind of grind a little bit here and there before you get there. But usually you run into enough stuff in the Orberg Mine that it's not a problem. Okay, buddy. Bye. Oh, we can get... Oh, we have a lot of Pokeballs. We can get more stuff if we want. There's no need. And of course we have the vents. Oh, it's called the Grand Underground now. That's interesting. And we have the neon signs. Is this the the museum, mining museum? Alright, let's just go in all of these houses and see if there's anybody to fight. Actually, this is probably a waste of time because I don't think there's anybody to fight in here. I think I'm going to go back into the mine so we can see about grabbing a sixth Pokemon. If we can catch an Onix, I think Onix is pretty good. But even if we don't, we'll still be able to fight the other guys down here. Oops. Oh, there we go. Alright, this is just a Geodude. Now the problem here, I think I still want to like try to go with Chimchar because if Chimchar can get a fighting type move, even if it doesn't, I don't know if it gets any fighting type moves until it evolves. So this might be a waste of time, but I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, Sandstorm. It just turns dark. It just turns... Oh, okay, there we go. There's the sand effects. Cool. It's gonna be a little bit... Yeah, you can't use Sandstorm again. That doesn't do anything. The other option is to go for, like, Kricketot and do Struggle Bug. Or level up the Geodude and try to get like Rollout or something like that. But that's it's gonna be a while. Like they're all low level, and they all get XP anyway. So I think we'll stick with Chimchar, level 11, and a move, a fighting type move. No, no dice. Let's go this way. We can jump down here. We can grab this Pokeball. It's an escape rope. Very cool, very helpful. Oh, we should look at that actually. Because we now have Rock Smash, which is a sucky move, but you need it for the HM in the actual game. I wonder if the guidebook has more stuff now. And the hidden move. Yep. Alright, let's fight this guy. He probably has fighting type Pokemon. They usually either have fighting types or ground types. If he has fighting type... Oh, no, he has a ground type. Ground types are going to be more annoying to deal with. Oh, that actually did... That was actually good. Oh, it was a critical, that's why. Like, that did half health. That's not... So we're probably going to do at least... Yeah, another... At least one more. Okay, we beat his first guy. What's he going to send out now? Oh, Geodude level up. Did he get in a good move? Nope. Okay, he's gonna send out Onix. It's really hard for me to justify not running something that's at least like decent move. Struggle Bug is at least effective. I don't even know how much damage Struggle Bug does, but it's probably not terrible. They've slowly upped bug types over time. Yeah, that's actually, yeah. And it lowers special attack? Bind. Squeezed. Okay, maybe we just run Kricketot. Just run Kricketot at the top. I still want to get that last Pokemon though. fill in that last slot with like an Onyx or maybe a Zubat or something. Zubat sucks, but if we get we get what we get, you know. I think even Zubat would be better than Bidoof in this situation. And we got lots of money. Oh, right. Kricketot evolves really early. It's cool. We get to see one of these. We haven't seen one of these in a while. You can compose melodies, ad-lib. Oh, Fury Cutter. Is that a bug type? If that's a bug type, that's playable. I think all of these guys you get to fight. What's he gonna play? Machop. Okay, we can just sort of burn this to death. Ember. Low kick. Ember. Right. And it's over. That was quick. That other one was longer. He had 2 Pokemon and, you know, all that stuff. Geodude leveled up. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Onyx. Nice. This is what I wanted. Hopefully he has a good move. What level is he? Level 9? That's playable. Ember. Oh, he's Rock Throw. That's good. Use next Pokemon. I guess we'll throw it. Oh yes, Fury Cutter is a bug type move, so that's good. We'll use Struggle Bug. Rock Throw is not the best move that it could have had, but it is also definitely not bad. And we're actually going to use, we're going to run that back, Struggle Bug. Okay, I think, what did he just, oh, he used Rock Polish. I thought he ate a berry there for a second. Alright, throw the Pokeball and be done with this. Easy. What? Wow. Smackdown. That must be a rock type move. This guy's got a lot of good moves. Just, I mean, run it back. He's not going to get really any lower. That just must have been a bad RNG. Yeah, that must have just been a bad RNG roll for the first one. Kricketune levels up. Ooh, Chimchar gets no XP because it's fainted. That's relevant. We should keep that in mind. Alright, we now have Onyx. We don't have to do any of this anymore. Come on. I literally go through, like, the whole thing with nothing, and now we're running into everything. I don't want to send out... Excuse me. I don't want to send out Kricketune because it's got 7 health. I guess I'll use a potion. Sandstorm. That doesn't do any... Oh, wait, this is Bidoof. I thought I had a Geo do that for a second. Alright, send Cricketune out and kill him with, I don't know, Fury Cutter or something like that. We'll use Fury Cutter. It gets stronger if it hits in succession, which means that if I use it again, it'll be better. But unlike Rollout, it doesn't have to be used again. We can choose to do something else. Ah, that's pretty good. But we don't have to... I think we can just kill him with Pound. Okay, yes. Level up. Ooh, Bidoof knows a rollout. Okay, we're rolling in it now. We should have no problem stomping this gym now. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch Cricketune up to the top though. I think Cricketoone's the master here, the one most likely to stomp. All right, that went well. I think we're ready to beat the gym and call it for this this episode of Minty Monday after I beat the gym. There's not much to say about this game. It's kind of what if they gave a bunch of funding to a remake, like a fan remake, right? Imagine if someone was like, I love Gen 4 so much, I want to make the exact same game, but it looks better, I guess. And they went, sure, we'll give you money to make it look better, and we'll put it on the Switch, and we'll charge you $60 for it. And they went, sure, great, we'll do that. We're not going to change anything. It's going to be exactly the same. No biggie. We're just gonna run it back, basically. You know, we did this in 2007. We made this game. It is now almost 15 years after that. We're just gonna play the exact same thing. We're gonna make it look the same as possible. It's gonna look better, you know, but nothing crazy, of course. You know, we're not gonna really change it that much. And then after that, we'll yeah. And if they want to, they could take all of their games and do that. Just Gen 1 to Gen 6 or 7. Just run them all back. We keep using Fury Cutter until we miss. Well, now we don't really need to use it. But we'll do it. Oh yeah, because he's gonna use a potion. Because he has a potion. I think if this hit, okay, it missed. So we'll use Struggle Bug. Yeah, okay. It's Defense Curl. Yeah. I think we just use Struggle Bug again. I don't think we... What? He's got more than one potion? Wow. What a jerk. I should have just been Fury Cuttering then, so I could get more hits of that. Well, now I'm stuck with the Struggle Bug thing, so we'll just end it off there. I definitely have enough guys here that can actually hit them now that we should have... no problems beating this gym. Although, I don't know. We'll see how high his guys are. Power Up Punch. I don't remember that one from Gen 4. This is a new one. Yes, please, though. Because now we can just swap in Chimchar and win. Geodude, yes. I don't need, like, defense curl. Yeah, we'll get rid of defense curl. I mean, it's kind of useful, but not really. Yeah, actually, we'll send in the fighting type stuff. Just go for it right away. Here. I think he has 2 Geodudes and an Onix, so I think this is his like ace Pokemon type thing. Ouch. Power up punch. Rock throw. Ugh. Okay, whew, we're living. That's good. Because that means we can smack back and do nothing? What was that? They're both level 12. Does this Chimchar just not have good moves? Well, I guess. Try to run it back, but he's gonna, yeah. Huh. That was not expected. Roll out. Alright. Go for. Do Cricketune. And we'll do, like, I don't know, Fury Cutter. Wow, that's a lot of health, actually. Let me run a Struggle Bug here. Because he's gonna do Rock Throw, and that's gonna be annoying. So I wanna get some hits in. Okay. Okay, we'll run Struggle Bug again. I think this will kill him. I think. Yeah. Okay, good. So, we are probably winning. Probably. Oh, right, he's got Cranidos. Now, that one is only rock type. Ooh, is it rock? It might be steel type, too. He also has Mold Breaker, which I never really found out what that does. But should have just used the potion. I don't have any revives, so. Sure, go Bidoof. We'll use Rollout. We'll see how it goes. Is this gonna... yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that, not one bit. We'll send out... hold on. Oh, whoops. Rock Throw is 50. We'll send out Onix first. I was thinking I had this, but we'll see. We'll see. Smackdown. Oh, he didn't use an attacking move. I do like how the angles changed because Onix is big enough. Okay, that's not terrible. We'll keep using that one. Bulldoze. Oh, he has a ground type move. It's over. Alright, roll out. Just go for it. His guys are just, like... At this early in the game, having, like, a 3-level difference is just too big. Especially when your opponents have all super effective moves on all of your guys somehow. Oop. Shanks, he dies to the ground type move, you know. Yeah, the ground type bulldoze, you know. Alright, well, we have one more guy we can fight in the underground, and we have the other two trainers in here. So I think I'm going to fight the other two trainers in here with my guys. And we'll get like Chimchar should be like doing pretty well in terms of the fighting type move and the and Cricketune should be doing well after a while, and my other guys will get XP. So we'll fight the other two guys in here because they're probably small potatoes. Fight me. He has one guy. It's a Geodude. It's a Geodude. You know, I really think for the like when it comes to Pokemon games, they really need. I think they kind of need to change their strategy. Alright, I am back. And we have won, because of course we have Bite. Oh, yes. Bite is a move that we can actually use in this situation, so Shinx is no longer completely useless. Although with, like, you know, since it's electric type, it's kind of useless still. Alright, let's fight this other kid. I'm feeling like after these two battles, I think I'll be in a good spot. The problem is all of his guys are like good enough to just one-shot most of my guys, even though they're at similar levels, which is pretty stupid. The good thing here is that my guys can mostly two-shot, so we're doing pretty well on that front. Great, this is gonna, yeah, two-shot. I don't think power-up punch is actually that great, but it does get better every time, pretty much, so we'll send in Cricketune. I mean, power-up punch is the one that's super effective here, but the bug-type moves are still good. And Cricketune, he's done good work. I'm happy with his work. Although Fury Cutter is always lame when they use this the first time. And then it's like actually pretty good the second time. And by the third time, we've already won. Just use Struggle Bug. Alright, I think I'll heal my guys. We'll get... Oh, we didn't level up from that second one. I could fight that last little guy in the bottom there. I might do that. I might go do that. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna heal up our guys. We're gonna fight the last worker down there. There's one worker I didn't talk to. Oh. No. I don't want to do that. Alright. Let's go beat this last worker guy who's at the... kind of close to the front, actually. He's right. Nuts. I mean, this is just free XP, so whatever. I mean, if I can get all my a couple of my guys to like level 13 or 14, right? Then I'm up level above him, his best guy. It'll be good. It'll be good. Sandstorm. Random 2 damage. The balance for the beginning of the game has shifted a little bit with the, you know, power up punch now. That's a new move. I don't think you didn't have that in original Gen 4. There's some other stuff. This guy right here. I haven't talked to him. Oh, never mind. You can't fight him. So this was a waste of time. Well, I still got 2 random. Still got 2 random battles here, so you know, free XP. I'm still not close to one-shotting though, which you know, but that doesn't really happen until you're a couple of levels above, and you know, you have good stats and you've leveled up a bunch, and you know, all that stuff. And then once that happens, then you can call it. You just get, you know, one-shot kills on super effective things, like, you know, the gym leader. I think with these remakes, they really need to decide if they're going to, like, if their goal is to make a new, like a new game that is going to be good enough for people to like spend $60 on, or if they're just going to try to get a little bit of extra money out of the old sort of designs and stuff like that. Because if they're going to try to make a new, like a full game every time, they need to they need to actually do stuff with it. Like, they can't just shovel out this kind of like, oh yeah, it's the exact same, nothing has changed, it's 3D now though, come on. Like, you know, they actually need to make it like the Scarlet and Violet version of Gen 4. Like, come on. But if they don't want to bother doing that, which is understandable, right? It's a lot of time and money just to redo something you've already done. All they need to do is price this at like $40 instead of... That's the problem here. Chimchar's doesn't have enough defense to... Yeah. He's gonna use roll... Oh yeah, of course he's gonna use rollout, because he has to, because he has to double up on rollout. Maybe I need to rethink strategy here. Starting with Chimchar might not be the move. But let's do, like, let's send out Onyx. So we can do, like, Smackdown and get some damage. Oh, that's not too bad. He's gonna use rollout again. Oh, critical. And it's still going to do a bunch of damage. We're gonna use Smackdown a couple of times. Yeah, maybe, I'm thinking maybe I should start with the rock types. Because his ground type guy is the last one. And that's going to be, oh, it still does a bunch of damage. Alright. Like his Cranidos is going to be his last one, and that guy has, you know, a ground type move. So maybe I should start with Onyx and Geodude and then Harden. Do I need Harden? No. I don't need Harden. We'll just keep, and we'll get free XP here. Or not XP, free damage. Right, just smackdown. Which Onyx? Just a little bit of damage, you know. Stealth Rock. Well, I'm gonna switch in Geodude after this, so. I mean, this is gonna be, this is what it is. And this is how I'm going to win. Because the guys that I have that can beat his guys also just die. So we're stalling it out a little bit. His Rock Through does like 2 damage, 1 damage. Mine does like 2 or 3. 2. He's doing 2. I mean, we could move with Onyx out here, but we're going first, so there's no reason to not get the little extra point of damage. Rock Throw has like a... Rock Throw is not like... In fact, I can check it here. Oh, hold on. Let's go up to Onyx. Rock Throw has only an accuracy of 90, and Rollout has an accuracy of 90 as well, and yet he has never missed either of those moves. I mean, neither have I, but I haven't used them that much. So. Just Rollout. Rollout will at least get... Okay, there we go. Rollout will at least get better over time, so even though the first 2 might not be very effective, after that we'll get some big hitters. If it hits... I just said it was a 90% move, but I've used it twice, and I missed once, and he's used it like 50 times. I should, if I lose this, which I don't think I'm going to, but I might, I'm definitely going to just start off with Geodude and Onyx, and then go into Chimchar and, yep, there we go. Chimchar and Kricketune. Oh, right, he has 2 potions. He hasn't used either of them. Well, now's as good a time of any for him to use them. Because he's not able to deal more than like 2 damage to me per turn. And, oh, there, my rollout ended. Gotta restart. He's only missed 1 90% move, and or maybe 2, and I've missed 2, and he's used a 90% move every turn pretty much for the past however many turns. Oh yeah, right, he has 2 potions that he both uses as soon as they're red, so, you know. Fortunately, we're on, like, the upper ticks of rollout, so. And even if Geodude kind of dies here before getting rid of this Onyx, which he needs to hit the next rollout. I think Kricketune will just sweep. Oh, he got it. Nice. Alright, it's over. Alright, one more guy. I've got a rollout on my my bench, basically. As well as a Bidoof and a Shinx with some relevant moves. We're going to keep Geodude in for the rollout. At least he doesn't have any potions left. Yeah, he breaks the mold or whatever. Oh! Good sandstorm. Nah. Just gonna... it's not very effective. He still lost. Okay. Alright, we're gonna send out Bidoof first. Because Bidoof has a rollout, and we'll find out if Krenados will just insta-kill everything or not. Well, he's not gonna insta-kill, but we also don't really get anything here. Because his headbutt basically almost one-shots. But we'll send in Kricketune and the main question... Oh, it does so much damage for no reason. The main question here... Okay, we're gonna do Struggle Bug. Okay. That was a good option. Because I think we're gonna live at least one more turn and we'll be able to use it again. Yeah, we'll live at least one... Oh, I flinched? Okay. Alright, we're gonna... Bite is 60. We're not gonna... Okay, yeah. I think even if I had used a potion, it would have been pointless. So we're gonna throw in Shinx. Shinx is gonna use Bite. The Bite is going to do well. Shinx is like level 13, so... Krenados should have some amount of trouble. Oh, right, he has the... Yeah, never mind. Alright. I think we just need to run this back with the other strategy, where I don't lose Chimchar right at the beginning. I think that's the move. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of XP every time, though, since I'm getting to his last Pokemon. So, alright. I'm definitely going to beat this before the... So we're gonna start with Geodude. And then we're gonna run in Onix. But we're gonna start with Geodude, and we're gonna use Rollout for a little while. Because my my Pokemon that actually do damage to him can't one-shot, so he's going to use both of his potions. So that means I need the Rollout to eat up both of his potions, basically. As well as, you know, the other stuff. Just roll out. Okay, it's going to be a little bit before we win here, but... And of course, he'll set up Stealth Rock, which is mostly pointless, except for, like, Kricketune, which for some reason it does, like, 10 damage. So, yeah. I think the next one or two rollouts. Rollout goes to 5 or 6 hits. So, I think we'll be able to get rid of this Geodude with little to no trouble. I think the next one will get rid of him. Oh, he's going to use Rollout now. Okay. Sorry, buddy, but yours only deals 4 damage and mine does like 20. Yeah, okay. Everyone gets XP points. Kricketune is now level 14, which is the same as Krenados. Absorb. Yes, please. Get rid of Growl. Absorb is a grass type move, and that will blow up all of the rock types, and it also heals. So I think we're going to win. Okay. But for now, just run the rollouts. We're sticking with our strategy, even though we got a cool new move. And I think we're going to send out... Yeah, I think we're going to send out Cricketune for Crenidos. For that last one. Ooh, critical. Oop, nice. This could... Oh, that kills. This is dangerous, though, because now he has... Now he has 2 potions still. We're going to keep our current guy. Because if Geodude faints, we'll get a free move in anyway. And Geodude still has rollout. So we'll get free rollout hits if we hit it. Which we will. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to do it. That was not what I expected to happen at all. That was... What... Is rollout just, like, randomly busted at times? I mean, now I feel like that one Gen 2 lady who has a Clefairy or whatever that just ends up rolling all over you. Whitney? He's like, oh, I lost to a guy with no gym badges. This is the first gym. They're in an order. You can pretend they're not in order, but they're in an order. That's a thing. I can now use Rock Smash, which means we can continue on the game. We also get Stealth Rock. Oh, and you get stickers. Yeah, they are pretty tough. Oh, he wants you to become his fan. That's cool. Alright. I think that will end the temporarily running Minty Monday series of Let's Play the beginning of every Pokemon game, every mainline Pokemon game. Next week, I will play something else. Probably not Pokemon. Probably something completely different, like an FPS or something. Oh, maybe I'll play Deathlock. In terms of this game and Pokemon games as a whole, they've changed over time, but they've also definitely not changed. This one is basically the same as Gen 4. Pretty much literally. It just has new models. I think going forward they need a better sort of strategy when it comes to remakes, because, you know, this remake is not the same as, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Even though they were very similar, this has nothing new, and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has some new stuff. So going forward, and also if they're gonna do stuff like this, they can't price it at $60. Like, they need to price it at least $40. $40 is probably too expensive. I would buy this for $20 or $30. But I'm also kind of cheap when it comes to games. I don't buy a lot of new games, so $40 might be more reasonable. Anyway, that is the end of the stream. I will see you next Monday with something new.